for all the new people that are just tuning into the Crazy Fam for the first time, welcome to the stream. It's always a pleasure to have you guys here. I hope you guys are here to stay. We have a beautiful community, man, and I truly do hope you enjoy the stay. Okay, let's get into it. I'm gonna show you a few armor pieces that I got from, literally I got from like shacks and like random drops in the world. I didn't farm these in any like specific way in order to kind of have higher chances to get these rolls or whatever. They just dropped. I had a few armor pieces that were as good, but obviously when you get one, you know, I just delete the others. I'm not keeping all of it. But what I'm trying to say is it is not hard to get these things. Now, granted, one of them is from trials. I think only one. But first, let's go ahead and start from the arms right here. Initially, this armor piece dropped at a 56. 56 for an armor piece is not great. It's not great at all. Now, I always tell you guys that in order to hit 100 stats, the combination of the three stats has to be around, you know, pretty high. It doesn't have to be anything crazy, but it has to be decent. Anywhere around, like, let's say 50 to 55, somewhere like that. But you also got to keep in mind that no matter how high it is, you still need those seasonal mods to make 100s easier. Now, that said, you can obviously get 100s without the powerful friends. For example, we proved that in the 100 stat video, which if you haven't seen, make sure to check it out. It's on the channel. And if you're trying to get 100 stats, trust me, that video will help you out a lot. As for 100s, guys, this armor piece right here, for example, let's say we're going for recovery and intellect. Recovery is 14, intellect is 20. And the base drop of this item was only 56. As mentioned, absolutely nothing crazy here. And the combination of the two perks we're looking for, in this case, that is recovery and intellect, it is only 34. As you will see, it is more than enough. Now let's move on to the chest piece. This I literally got from shacks. Pay attention that the drop of this item is only 52. That is very low. 52 is pretty low. However, the distribution is insane. We got 2 resilience, 2 discipline, and 2 strength. So the 3 stats that we are actually not looking for in this case are the lowest they can be, which makes this armor piece very, very good. It's actually a combined stat of 46, which for triples isn't that amazing, but for doubles, it's a 13 and a 23 in this case because we're looking for recovery and intellect, and that's a total of 36, which is more than enough. Once again, as you will see as we move on through this video. Let's move on to the boots here. In this case, let's take an exotic, because I wanted to have one exotic in the mix. Let's say you get any exotic. It doesn't have to be Gemini, but let's say this drop had 9 intellect and 18 recovery, as you can see right here. That is pretty low compared to the other armor pieces that we took a look at just a few seconds ago. The combination of recovery and intellect on this one is only 27. So you're probably like, Pip, it's not gonna work. We're not gonna get double 100 stats. Ladies and gents, you are wrong. We are going to get double 100 stats, and I'm going to show you. We're going to look at the numbers. I don't think I have all the materials needed to masterwork everything, but we'll do the math, and you will understand that this is way more than enough in order to get double 100 stats, and we're not going to be using any seasonal mods at all. And then we're talking about the class item, obviously, which is just the class item, so you can use anything you want. I like to keep it solar, then masterwork it, and then obviously put on double bombers, because every time I dodge, I'm going to be getting a big chunk of my grenade energy back. So that's how I like to use it. The helmet is at 61. So this is probably the only legendary that is a decent roll. It's not crazy high. It's not 65. It's not 66. But this is the highest I have out of the armor pieces. Now, granted, if we're going for double 100 stats, the combination of the 2 stats we're looking for, recovery and intellect, isn't that high. It's only 27. And this is why I wanted to show you guys this helmet in particular. Because look, the base stat here is 61, which many people would look at it and think, okay, this is perfect for my double 100 stats because it's a base 61. And then they would take a look at these gloves right here and they would be like, oh, this is only a 56. I don't like it. Or, oh, look at this chest piece. It's only a 52, right? But the truth here is, if you take a look at this helmet, we're looking at the distribution, which is 17 and 10 for recovery and intellect. And since we're trying to get these 2 stats to max, the distribution isn't that great because the other stats, for example, strength is high, which we don't really care about. And in this case, it's pretty much just taking up the space of those stats. So the combination of recovery and intellect is only 27 on a 61 armor piece, when we have a armor piece that is a, for example, right here, 52, but we have a 36. So this is way better in terms of stat distribution. So if you're looking to hit double 100 stats, remember, take a look at the distribution, not just the base drop of the item. And also, if you guys are interested in some quadruple 100 stats that you can reach with the hunter with the help of Dragon Shadow, make sure to check out that video too. That is also on the channel, ladies and gents. I'm very proud of that build. It's amazing. Both of the videos, by the way, quadruple hundreds and triple hundreds, I will drop them in the description. Okay, now let's put on these armor pieces. Let's go with the helmet, put on the gloves. Is that the right gloves? Yep. Put on the chest, put on the boots. So as you guys can see, only the class item is masterworked. We don't have any of the mods equipped, like the normal mods or the seasonal mods for the stats. Nothing is there. And currently we are at 74 recovery and 64 intellect. And also my hunter looks absolutely disgusting. Yes, that has nothing to do with the stat video, but I'm about to throw up at my screen. What is on my screen? So as you guys can see, we have tier 7 recovery, tier 6 intellect. Obviously, this is just to showcase that it's possible to get to double 100 stats without any kind of seasonal mods. So please don't pay attention to this resilience. It says 10, and it literally hurts my soul when I look at it. Okay? But I'm just showing you that it's possible to get double hundreds without any kind of seasonal mods. Obviously, when we masterwork these, right, all of these pieces, that's a total of 8 points that gets added to all of the stats. Because if you masterwork the helmet, that's a +2 on all stats. And same goes for the gloves, chest, boots. Just this is a great example right here. It's masterworked, so it has +2s on everything. And all of these stats, for example, intellect would go to tier 7. It would be 72. Recovery would be 82 if we masterworked all of this. The only thing we have to do here is change this for recovery. So let's put on this cloak for a second so it bumps our recovery up. So currently we are at tier 8 recovery, 84 recovery, and 64 intellect. Now keep in mind, we're just showing the fact that it is absolutely possible to get double 100 stats without any of the seasonal mods. If you're a hunter, I would propose to go for max mobility and then probably either recovery or intellect, depending on which you prefer, but definitely go for mobility first. But this is just to showcase that double 100 stats are possible with drops such as a 52 initial, 56, and so on. You guys get the idea. So let's go ahead and just put on the mods. For example, let's drop a recovery here. Boom. 94. Let's drop intellect on this one. Let's slightly masterwork this. Let's put on another intellect mod right here. And then we have one more, and we're going to have to put on an intellect mod on here too. So let's go back and check it out once again. As you guys can see, no seasonal mods, no powerful friends, no radiant light, nothing. Some of the armor pieces, base drop was 52, 56. Once again, very regular, nothing crazy. And we are at tier 9. So as soon as we masterwork these, we don't even have to masterwork the exotic actually. Even if we masterwork these pieces right here, all of these stats will get a +6. So this will go to tier 5. This will stay at tier 1. That's disgusting that it's at tier 1, but all of this is for science. Then recovery will go to tier 10, intellect tier 10, and you guys get the point. So the fact is, you don't need any seasonal mods to get double 100 stats. People think it's very hard. It's not. I literally never even tried to get these. They just dropped all over the world. Don't look at the base drop, look at the distribution, and that's the main rule. As long as you're getting those, double 100 stats are right there. Another thing you want to keep in mind that is also very important if you're trying to hit double hundreds or triple hundreds or even quadruple 100 effects or whatever. by the way. Once again, links in the description. You want to be on stasis. Stasis makes all of this way easier. It gives you plus 10 strength, plus 10 resilience, plus 10 recovery. It's just overall, stasis is a key factor for builds at the moment. Currently, the light subclasses are nowhere close if we're talking about the numbers. None of the skills there give you the numbers that stasis does, like plus 10 strength and recovery and whatever it is. The good thing about double hundreds, by the way, another good thing is that you don't necessarily need a crazy high level exotic drop. As you saw in this case, there was nothing insanely cool there. It was not a god roll. The distribution wasn't in our favor that much, but it still worked out.